Three, two, one. All right. Hey, what's up, everyone? So today I just wanted to talk a little bit about kind of what's been going on. A lot of cool stuff happening. Last week was crazy busy. We had four career fairs, at least four that I went to on campus. I was just out hustling, grinding, handing out resumes like crazy, trying to let all the companies know who I was, kind of like what I was doing outside of neuroscience, outside of psychology, with like social media, trying to get onto online digital advertising, marketing, coding, things like that. Just let them know, I'm pretty motivated and trying to just better myself and get into something new and exciting. So I think it went pretty well. We'll talk about more about that in a second. Going off kind of like the last podcast or vlog I was doing, I've been just still listening to Gary Vee a lot and taking a lot of notes from him. And one of the things I've been really focusing on this week was gratitude. He talks and says a lot about one certain fact that kind of has just stuck in my mind, and I kind of wanted to bring that one up a little bit. And it's that the odds of being a human being, well, at least according to him, I kind of want to know his source on it because he's never mentioned it, but the odds of being a human being are 400 trillion to 1. 400 trillion to 1. And that is pretty staggering because in math, if you have a number like 400 trillion to 1, it's considered really a statistical zero, where there's a 0% chance that that is going to happen because it is so rare. And if you think about life on this planet in general, the odds of being a human being are pretty slim. And then if you kind of like think about the universe, the odds of being like just a planet in a habitable zone are pretty rare. You start thinking about solar systems. I started thinking about, like when I looked up in the sky, there was a photo one time I came across on the internet where it was the Hubble telescope, and it was zooming in on like a 1 inch or 1 centimeter by 1 centimeter square in the sky. You'd zoom in on that and you'd see a bunch of what looked like stars, but those weren't stars. Those were galaxies that were full of thousands, if not millions of stars, more likely millions. And then there was just thousands of those specks that were galaxies that were full of millions, of stars. Inside those millions of stars are millions of planets. Inside those millions of planets, there's only a slim few that could ever possibly be habitable. So just kind of like thinking about how rare it is to be a human being, and that we got to be squeezing every opportunity that we have, like in our life, and that we just got to be overwhelmingly grateful for this life that we've been given, and just be appreciating each and every moment. Stop finding ways to whine and complain about life. It's such a gift. It's an amazing and extraordinary thing that's been given to us, and I've really taken that to heart. Every time I come across something difficult, or anytime I kind of just want to complain, I take a step back and I just think, wow, there's no reason for me to be complaining right now. 2018 is literally the best time to be alive in human history. We live better than kings did 500 years ago. My life is pretty swell. I'm in college. I'm doing well. Even if I've never made, more than a few $1,000s a year in my life, I have a bright future ahead of me. So I just have an overwhelming amount of things to be grateful for, and I just really want to take that into light. Excuse me one second. So, yeah, and then one of my friends actually is over in China right now. He's doing teaching over there, and he made a recent post of him kind of walking around China and talking about how in these smaller parts of China outside of Shanghai and Hong Kong and stuff, where there's not a ton of foreigners, you're just absolutely a celebrity over there. People stop him all the time. They call him handsome. They compliment him. They like act like he's just Tom Cruise walking around. And he said that it was really challenging for him to just, be keep his ego in check. And I think that's like another big thing that, excuse me, Gary Vee kind of talks about a lot too, is just keeping your ego in check, understanding that like you got to have a sense of humility, or that you're never going to kind of grow as a person. And to just see my friend be thinking about the same things, be doing something so awesome in his life, and kind of being like a celebrity like over there, or at least feeling like one, and still having that mentality of keeping his ego in check, that was really just really awesome to see. Yeah, and I just want to like point out, I've been making a ton of Instagram posts recently too. It's under the same name. It's At a Game of Success. So if you ever kind of like want to check out some of the posts that I've been doing, I talk more about like the how thankful I am to be like on campus here at Indiana University, and I post some very cool pictures of me walking around campus, and I've been trying to kind of give people like a screenshot of what it looks like in the day of life as a student. So you can go check that out as well. Kind of going back to college too, and talking about that, one of the things I've been really trying to focus on this semester is just crushing college. I think it's been going well. We're just wrapping up my third week here. Like I said, it was pretty good. I think I've been doing well. I've been keeping on top of all my classes pretty well. I've been reaching out to a lot of mentors in the Career Development Center and going to a lot of their sessions, and they've been really helping me out a lot. So I think things are going well. One of the videos that I've been watching, or kind of watching here and there to kind of remind me of what attitude I should be approaching with classes, for instance, like physics. Physics this semester is probably one of my most time-consuming classes. I have it 3 days a week. I have a 2-hour lab once a week. I have reading assignments every other day, and I have homework, like an entire chapter of homework every week. So it's just a very time-consuming class. For instance, I was thinking about, before doing this video, how I have a test this Thursday, and that it's scheduled at the exact same time I want to take an online course webinar for social media marketing, and I was just kind of in the moment like upset that I was going to have to miss this online class. But then, you know, like I put it into perspective that this physics class is just something I gotta crush. I gotta get out of the way. I gotta do it. I gotta push through it and approach it like I'm gonna absolutely just smash this class, even as much as I don't want to do it. And, you know, kind of approach it in a way where it's like, hey, this isn't something negative, it's positive. It's teaching me about like a hard science. It's something that's practical. It's one of the most applicable sciences out there. So just trying to approach things like that. The video that I've been watching to kind of keep that mind frame is How to Crush College by Jocko Willink. Jocko Willink's an ex-Navy SEAL, part of SEAL Team 3 that served over in Iraq and Afghanistan. The guy's amazing. His podcast on YouTube, it's pretty intense. It talks a lot about like some really dark and deep things with war, but he has some good motivational videos. If you type in motivation, Jocko Willink, and I love following his Instagram. Every day he kind of posts these photos of like his big hairy gorilla arm, and it'll have a screenshot of you know what time it is, and it's usually 4:30 in the morning or earlier. So the other day I was trying to see if I could actually get up earlier than Jocko Willink. I was trying to reset my sleep schedule, get on a better sleep schedule, and I got up at like around 2:45 in the morning. Ended up taking what looks like a mock photo of how he does it, with a black and white like shot of his, you know, like wrist, where he just snaps a photo of it and posts, you know, like time to grind, or like up before the enemy or something, you know, like that. And I posted, and it was like 3:03, 3:05 a.m. in the morning, and I said it's 3 a.m. and it's time to rise and time to grind. I think I actually might have beaten Jocko Willink today on getting up earlier. And he must be out on the West Coast or something, because about 3 hours later he posted, and he was up at 3 in the morning. So it was just kind of like, wow, I didn't beat him. Like, I tied him, maybe tied him, but he I guess I got up at 2:45. But the dude, man, like if I wouldn't have gotten up that early, he still would have definitely crushed me. Like, if I would have gotten up at 4:30 and been like, yeah, I'm up at the same time as Jocko, he'd been like, you're a fool. I just got up at 3. So, dude's a beast. Go check him out. I love his videos. I listened to one of them called, it's something like, you must watch this, amazing motivation, Jocko Willink. It's like an 18-minute video. He goes over a lot of like things that, approaching excuses, approaching how to tackle life. It's like some good stuff, so go check that out. Let's see here. One of the things I was kind of talking about with like the social media marketing, getting into like online digital advertising, coding and things. I've been taking a lot of online webinars on how to figure out how Instagram kind of works, how social media marketing works, Facebook ads, things like that. It's like really been an interest of mine because with trying to grow this podcast, I kind of got to figure out how to reach out to as many people as possible to kind of like let people know who I am and what I'm doing. So it's been a challenge kind of learning, like, you know, like how does Instagram work? How does the hashtags work? How does people search things? Like how do I organically just grow a following? And I've been trying to tie that into like my career with when I approached these 4 career fairs last week of like, how am I going to sell myself as like a marketer or someone that wants to get into advertising or marketing when I'm at one of the best business schools in the country and I don't even attend business school. I'm a neuroscience and psychology student. My entire resume is about neuropsychology, ER internships, surgery internships, working in a research lab, you know. So it's like, how am I able to sell that to them? So I've really been just researching it a lot, trying to get involved and learn more about that. In fact, one of my goals tomorrow here is to sit down and do 30 minutes of coding, start learning HTML5. Hopefully after I learn that a little bit, move over into JavaScript and maybe some Python and some other programs. And I really want to, by the end of the year, understand HTML5, JavaScript, maybe Python, but just really well. Because I think if I can learn those things by the time I graduate, man, like my resume is going to be pretty solid. So it's going to be able to give me a lot of opportunity, and it's something that you can go really teach yourself online for free. There's so many resources out there, so that's just something I've been trying to tackle as well. When I was applying for these summer internships, I really was focusing on trying to get into some marketing, social media, marketing teams with these companies. There was one company actually that specifically I talked to at the career fair, and I just loved their presentation. I couldn't have thought that it was more of a perfect fit. They were looking for highly motivated and achieving people that were just you know, always looking to crush it, always looking to learn more, always trying to better themselves, always trying to just take the next step in innovation and things like that. And my eyes just lit up like a Christmas tree when I was listening to them, and I was like, this is it. This is the internship that I want. I attended all 3 of their video sessions, their information sessions, where they would have an hour afterwards where they would sit down and they would show you a video and they would talk. I would talk to them afterwards. I like added them on LinkedIn, and I emailed them, and I was just trying to show them so badly like how much like I wanted this, like how badly I was willing to work to get this, how badly I just wanted to take an interview with them. And it was extremely humbling to see that even after attending 3 information sessions, they did not choose to interview me. So it was kind of a shot on the chin. It was disappointing. At the time, I wanted to be upset and just be angry towards it, but you know, I've just wanted to approach it with the best attitude possible. So I thank them for sharing, their information about their company with me, to opening my eyes up to that this is an opportunity out there that I can kind of chase and continue, look forward to, build my resume up, show them I'm still interested, show them that I'm still trying to be a high achiever, and then hopefully when 2019 rolls around and this internship maybe comes around again, I can show them that I could just crush it. And kind of like in my head, this isn't me maybe trying to approach it in like a malicious way, but I just kind of like want to stick it to them, man. I just want to crush this year so bad, do everything so well that when 2019 rolls around, they can't say no to an interview with me. And in fact, that they might even regret not having interviewed me this year. So that's just kind of my attitude going forward with it. I just want to continue to improve and just be thankful that they shared the opportunity to open my eyes that this is a possible thing in the future. I'm just really looking forward to killing it and seeing where I'm at in 1 year when the internship opportunities open up again. So besides that, actually I'm still applying for a couple internships. One of them, after I can kind of get done with this video, I'm trying to work on really wrapping up here a cover letter for them so that I can submit my application finally to them. They're a Fortune 200 company as well. They seem to have a slight bit of interest in me. I'm after kind of just talking about the last internship where I really wanted that one bad. I'm not trying to get my hopes up too high because I think that it put me in kind of a bad state of mind when I really felt like it was going well and I was gonna crush it, and it didn't work out. So I'm just trying to be humble about it, have a sense of humility, and really just approach it, learn from the application process, so that maybe like when the fall rolls around and more internship fairs come around, I can absolutely just kill it, show them the progress I've made. And the last thing I kind of like wanted to end was like on a happy note. I got an email today. I interviewed last week with actually a consulting group on campus. They take neuropsychology students and they work with local businesses to figure out business strategy ways that they can improve their businesses, and you work on a project over the course of the semester and helping that business. I got approved to be on one of those teams, and I'm absolutely stoked and excited to just be a part of it, to kill the project and just absolutely help this company out and better my skills and work with a team of great people and just figure out more about the marketing and business side of things. So I'm extremely happy, excited for that. I think it's going to be fantastic. I'm so excited to meet my team members and see where that goes. And then the last thing I kind of wanted to touch on was just my new job. I started a new job at a place serving. It's actually a country club, so I'm around a lot of affluent people, high achievers, things like that. It's like a very humbling thing, again, to be in such just a great environment around people that are pretty positive. It's a very relaxed environment. Today was pretty busy and we were running around like crazy, but it was fun. I look forward to just continuing to get better, learn more about the job, meet new people, connect, network, and just have fun with it. And I really think I'm going to enjoy it. I just had a kind of a smile on my face all day today. I was just so thankful to be able to get the opportunity to, have gotten this job. I'm just blessed. I'm absolutely blessed. So there's kind of my update on what's going on in my life. Hopefully I'll be able to put another video out here soon to kind of let you guys know how things are going this week. I'm still trying to reach out to that professor that I was talking about maybe doing a podcast with. I think she's just crazy busy right now, so I'm just still trying to reach out to her. I'm trying to reach out to a few more individuals as well, students and things like that, and see if I can maybe snag one of them to come on the show, because I really, really do want to do a two-person podcast. I have the 2 mics set up now. I think it would be sweet. And then I think my third thing I'm really going to try to tackle is getting a backdrop here, maybe like a sheet to hang off my ceiling so that you guys don't have this distracting background. You don't have to stare at this ugly green floral couch that I have in my apartment here. So those are some things I'm looking forward to kind of like updating with the podcast and vlog, and giving you guys some more fun information. So thanks for tuning in. If you're watching, I really appreciate it, guys. I love you all. Have a great night. Have fun.